Assalamu alaikum, dear middle two students. Today we are going to make a quick revision on lesson 4, which is titled with water. Let's have some questions and then know the model answers for these questions, please. Number 1, complete the following statements. Water is a good polar what? As it has the ability to dissolve most of what compounds and some of what compounds. Water is a solvent, so it's supposed to be polar solvent because it dissolves most of the compound. Like what? Most of the ionic compound can be dissolved because it is polar. So polar can dissolve most of polar and ionic compounds, but only some of covalent. Only the covalent which can make hydrogen bond with water, as we studied before. So solvent, ionic, covalent. Number 2, the high boiling point of water is due to the presence of, and it is very important, which type of bonds, fashion, ionic or covalent. It's hydrogen bond between its molecules. No, not between its atoms, because the hydrogen bond rises between the hydrogen of hydrogen molecule and the oxygen of another molecule. So it's between molecules. During electrolysis, acidified water, it's not water, acidified water with acid to be good conductor of electricity. Which gas evolves at anode? طبعا عارفين anode means positive, يعني عايزة negative. Negative هنا هو الأكسجين gas, while at the cathode, which is negative, it's supposed to have the hydrogen gas, which is positive. Eating food containing high concentration of lead, causing death of brain cell. Very dangerous. Scientific term, the positive ions which are produced from water, ionization. Positive ions and a negative oxygen, يبقى positive, يبقى hydrogen. Water pollutant, which cause blindness, increasing of what in water? Mercury, increasing of mercury. The bond which is responsible for all the abnormal properties in water, عرفناها افتح السر بتاعنا hydrogen bond. Sorry for the answer. A device used in water electrolysis, طبعا هو Hoffman voltmeter. Give reasons for each of the following. Oil doesn't dissolve in water. Oil covalent. So sugar covalent but dissolve in water. Sugar dissolves in water because it can make a hydrogen bond with water molecules, so it's immiscible with water. It could be miscible with water if dissolved in water. Like in here, oil cannot be miscible with water, it's immiscible. Okay, so because of what? It cannot make hydrogen bond. Can share the because it's a covalent compound which cannot make a hydrogen bond with water. No. Ice float on water surface. ليه؟ When the degree below them for hydrogen bond start to gather all the molecules of water together, leaving some spaces. So it's less density than water. Adding a few drops of diluted sulfuric acid, to water, because this is increase the conductivity or electric conductivity of the water. What will happen in each of the following cases? Storing water in a plastic bottle. Storing tap water in a plastic bottle. Tap water, we use chlorine or chlorine as a disinfectant of water. This disinfectant may react with the plastic which the bottle made of, and this is causes harms for the human and may lead to the infection of cancer. Passing of electric current through Hoffman voltmeter containing acidic water. Normal water, no electrolysis. Acidic water, it will be there will be an electrolysis, and it's going to separate into its main atoms. So oxygen and hydrogen. طبعا هنا we are adding the volume of hydrogen twice the oxygen because the ratio is 2 to 1 because the water is H2O, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Increasing the ratio of arsenic. Arsenic is very dangerous. So it immediately increases the infection of liver cancer. هنا لاحظنا حاجة مهمة جدا. Mention what happens when the temperature of water decreases more than 4 degrees. It's called below than 4 degrees. What will happen? The hydrogen bond is going to gather the molecule together, leaving some spaces inside it. Spaces floating. So the ice will float on the water surface because of these spaces. This decreases the density. This is a very important one. The chemical pollution of water. We have 3 points. Number 1, eating fish contain high ratio of lead. This comes through throwing the factory waste and sewage in the lakes or in the rivers. So it may cause increasing their percentage or the ratio of lead. And this goes to the fish inside the skin of the fish. So it may cause the death of prey cell if we eat this fish. The drinking of water which contain high ratio of mercury, bardo, it's a result of throwing this kind of factory waste and sewage. And this may cause the ratio of increasing the ratio of mercury causes the blindness. The last one is the arsenic, increasing the rate of infection by liver cancer, which is very dangerous for us. And this comes from throwing the factory sewage and waste in the lakes or rivers or something like this, which is used in drinking. Okay, so that was the last point in our quick revision on lesson 4, which titled With Water. I hope that you understand every word we explained today, and see you next time, inshallah. Thank you and goodbye.